Hello students, this is Dr. Kirankumar with new lecture of Vascular Tissue System of SY Botany. Students, here we are going to discuss about vascular tissue system. As we know, there are main four types of tissues are found in plants. Or we can say plants have specialized tissue system, and plant consists of four tissue systems: meristematic tissue, dermal tissue, vascular tissue, and ground tissue. Here in this lecture, we are concerned with vascular tissue. Vascular tissues apparently evolved as an adaptation of life on land. So, first of all, this kind of tissues are found in pteridophytes, and vascular tissues are not found in bryophytes, its previous group. So it is a apparently they evolved as an adaptation to life on land. So it consists of a series of elements that form tubes throughout the plant body, and it is made up of two different kinds of tissues, xylem and phloem. So see here, a red color tissues under red color is xylem, and under yellow color is phloem. Vascular bundles collectively we call them xylem and phloem. So xylem transports water and dissolved minerals from roots to leaves. On the other hand, phloem they transports food, sugar made in leaves to all other parts of the plant body. Now, first of all, we'll see xylem. So it conducts water and dissolved minerals. Conducting cells are dead and hollow at maturity. See, this first structure is tracheids and vessel membranes are there. On the other hand, phloem is also a complex tissue system, vascular tissue system. It transports sugar, and main conducting cells are tube membranes are there, companion cells are there. They assist in the loading of sugars. See in this diagram very clearly, tube member are there, and plate is there, and companion cells are adjacent cells are there. Now here comparatively we will go to study xylem and phloem with diagrams. So xylem they carries water and nutrients that enter the plant in the root up through the stem and out to all parts of the leaf. Now phloem runs parallel to the xylem and carries sugar that is produced in the leaves, dissolved in fluid to all parts of the plant. Now phloem is the living tissue that carries organic nutrients to all parts of the plant where needed, and xylem they transport water, but it also transports some nutrients also which are dissolved in water. Now third type of tissues, that is vascular cambium, and it is a type of meristem, a tissue consisting of embryonic not specialized cells which can produce other plant tissue originate and more differentiated tissue. Now this diagram differentiates xylem and phloem very clearly. Vascular vessel membrane is there in xylem, and fiber is there, tracheids is there. Here in phloem also fiber is there, plate, elements are there, and companion cells are there as we had observed earlier. Now xylem and phloem, they having xylem having tracheids, vessel membranes. These two um, cells are important there. Uh, and in case of phloem tissues, companion cells and cytotube elements are uh, important. Now tracheids they are elongated and lignified, tapering and walled, and overlap with adjacent tracheids. And these tracheids which are present in xylem tissues, they give support to the plant. Along with their conducting function, they involved in the mechanical functioning also. Tracheids are dead cells with empty lumen when mature. Vessels or vessel membranes, they are dead at functional maturity and they are perforated. They are very long and tubular structures and cylindrical tube-like structures, we can say. Now in phloem tissues, companion cells are there and they are parenchyma cells adjoining the cytotubes, and cytotube elements, the elongated cells placed and to end to form a tube, and their end walls have pores in them which form a cytoplates this way. Now first we will go for components of xylem. So xylem having tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. These four types of tissues are there in xylem. Okay, which are these? Xylem fibres, xylem parenchyma, xylem vessels and tracheids. They collectively called or form a xylem. Okay, so xylem tracheids. These tracheids are elongated, thick-walled, dead tubular cells with lignified walls. These tracheids are smaller than vessels and they form chief conducting elements of xylem. In case of angiosperms and pteridophyte, where vessels are absent, they plays very important role. Now, second one is xylem parenchyma, only living cell of the xylem, that is xylem parenchyma, and these cells have cytoplasm and prominent nucleus, thin cell wall impregnated with cellulose, and parenchyma stores starch, oil, and other ergastric substances. And this fourth one is xylem fibrous. So they are sclerenchyma fibrous. They are distinguished from tracheids on basis of their comparatively thicker walls and obliterated central lumen. So these fibers are of two types. Libriform fibers have thick cell walls, simple peats, and obliterated central lumens. Now, this xylem, this picture shows different tissues, tracheids are there, vessels are there. So, vessels or vessel elements form a continuous tube through which water can move. So, this is xylem. Uh, then the functions of xylem, main functions of xylem is that first function is conduction of water along with phloem make vascular tissue and they provide support to plants, and the role is not enough there. So absorption of water, mineral salts and oxygen is also the role of xylem. The resistance to forces also means they involved in the mechanical um, tissues also. So the xylem they conducts only in one direction, that is vertically, and the xylem parenchyma is responsible for storing the prepared food and assist it in the conduction of water. So xylem fibers are supportive in function. Now we'll go for phloem. So components of phloems are cytotube elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibres. These are the companions of phloem. Now phloem structure, if you go to study the structure of phloem, plates are there, cytotube member is there, and companion cells, phloem parenchyma. See, so this is the structure of phloem. The main component of phloems are elements, companion cells. Elements have no nucleus and only a sparse collection of other granules, organelles. Companion cell, it provides energy. So named because of the end walls are perforated, allows cytoplasmic connections between vertically stalked cells. They conduct sugars and amino acids from the leaves to the rest of the plant body. Now, the function of phloem tissues is the cytotubes. They transport manufactured food from the leaves to the all parts of the plant, and the companion cells probably control the activities of the cytotubes. Third important tissues of this lecture is that cambium. Now the cambium consists of thin walled meristematic cells divided rapidly. So these cells are very well known to divide rapid. There are two types of cambium, core cambium and vascular cambium. Core cambium, that is known as phyllogene, they originates from the cortex or pericycle, and it gives cork to the outside and secondary cortex, phylloderm to the inside. Second type of cambium is vascular cambium. Today we are concerned with this vascular cambium, that is known as fascicular cambium. It exists in the vascular bundles between the xylem and phloem, and it gives secondary phloem to the outside and secondary xylem to the inside, because in inside uh, xylem is there and outside this phloem is there, and in between these two this vascular cambium is present. This strip is vascular cambium. Xylem is here, this is xylem, and this one is phloem. Okay, and this strip is known as vascular cambium. So the functional vascular cambium, it becomes vascular cambium when the fascicular and interfascicular cambium join to form complete cylinder around the stem. So as soon as the cylinder is formed, vascular cambium becomes active, divides on both sides, inner or outer side of vascular cambium, and its activity of the vascular cambium is newly xylem cells are formed inwardly and attached to the previously produced xylem, and newly phloem cells are formed outwardly and are attached to the previously produced phloem. So this is very important function done by this cambium. So this vascular cambium is lateral meristems, as I have told earlier, and that forms the secondary tissue and is located between xylem and phloem. See in this diagram very clearly, uh, primary phloem is there, blue color, and primary xylem is there in pink color, and a continuous ring is formed, and that is cambium. Now in between this vascular bundle, that cambium is known as fascicular cambium. Okay, and outside in between these two vascular bundles, this cambium is known as interfascicular cambium. So this way, collectively, this cambium is known as vascular cambium. Okay, so this vascular cambium bundles is in dicot stems are conjoined, collateral, and open, and are arranged in a ring. The cambium present between xylem and phloem in vascular bundle is called fascicular or intrafascicular cambium. Thank you.